good to just see around the corner.
Trying to figure out the best thing to do here.
There's a waterfall downriver that's not marked.
Okay, that's a big one.
Yeah. So our last choice is this eddy here. If we miss that eddy, we're gonna go over the falls. So we gotta be super, super careful.
The thing is that either way, I still think it would be good to be on the other side.
Remember, after this, Dad, we probably have a long way of like easiness.
Right. If we can just wade up to it, which it looks like maybe we can.
Yeah.
Might be able to just wade down from this eddy on this side too. Just definitely deeper here.
Sketchy. Wading. Eddying out above a death waterfall.
Careful, Jim.
Yeah, it looked easy. I have no doubt that I could have done it. I just didn't really want to do it here for the. I'm just being safe. Doing this, there's no way I was gonna die. Yeah. Or like doing that, I'm sure I would have been fine. What's this? This? I think these are all just game trails, dude. I don't think there's anything left of trails around here. I don't think so. You can't really carry a canoe through here. This is it. Like you have to like drag it through. Yeah. We're gonna have to start portaging here. We got to cross the other side of the river. Took some time to make that decision. Hopefully it's, you know, easier on this side. Probably will be. So just got to get started. I'm feeling a little bit discouraged right now because it feels like we've been on the water for 2 hours or more and we've made it almost absolutely nowhere.
So that's what we had to eddy out above. Good chance we get severely injured if we went over that. And there's another waterfall just down here, and they're just down trees, and this isn't even marked as a waterfall. It just shows a contour line crossing the river, which makes you wonder, are the other contour lines going to be nothing, like or just swift current, or are they going to be falls? So a lot of unknowns we're dealing with on this river.
I want to go home. What?
Water just
I'm dreading bringing the canoes through that. Like, it's just so dense, you can't carry them at all. You just have to like rip them through the bush.
gigantic waterfall. It's just nothing this big is marked, that's for sure, on the Canadian topographic maps. But yeah, we're just gonna try to get through a bit at a time, but we gotta do 2 trips. We're gonna get through now, and then we gotta haul the canoes through here, which is gonna be miserable. So basically we're not gonna make our distance today at all. Hopefully we can catch up later, but it's looking like this river is going to be just back-to-back days of this kind of stuff. So just a real slog. Hopefully we actually get to paddle a bit after this.
But this is massive. That's like 100 feet at least.
So then what's the falls upriver?
What do you mean?
The falls that we camped at, what the hell is that? Like, are you telling me this is the double falls or around that big bend?
Yeah, no.
Something's not adding up here, eh?
No.
Yeah.
On the wrong river?
Well, it crossed my mind. Well, something's weird. There's just some serious inaccuracies on our map. We rounded this bend and found what's probably an 80-foot freaking waterfall. It's just thundering, and I dropped my bags and I'm kind of scouting out what's the best way to walk because it's tough to tell. So we've just reached a cliff. That is where the trail goes. Well, sorry, the way we have to get down this canyon. And we're having to take our bags down very carefully, one at a time. There's actually snow and ice in this chasm here. Crazy.
We found a little way to come down. It's pretty sketchy, down the edge of a cliff, and there's a lot of rock, like broken rocks covered in moss, and you can go down and break your knee kind of in that, so we got to be really careful. But I thought this was kind of cool. Here's a spot sheltered out of the sun and kind of in a cool sink area, and there's snow here still. Look at that. Hold on, Jim. Don't come down yet.
Good shot. At first I looked at him like, should I catch that? I'm like, it's a snowball. You know what I think, Ted? I think this is fun.
Yeah, it is fun. It's just like, part of it is like what you think is going to happen isn't, so then you need to adjust like your attitude to what the reality is.
Adventure. basically crossing a canyon so we can portage into a canyon around a falls. Okay, here's all our stuff. We just carried it down this cliff. It sucked. So
Leave our bags here and go get the canoe.
I just had to come back to get the camera. You know,
Your paddle.
oh, where the am I going here?
Oh, just down.
Down, or do you want to just cut right this way?
No, follow the canyon.
Really?
Yeah, it'll be easier to navigate.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is just like a post-glacial dried something, yeah?
Yeah.
Just gonna drop our bags here and scout ahead to find a good route to the base of the falls.
So here's the falls. Look at how steep this is.
Yeah, it looks like the left's not so bad though.
It really pinches.
Yeah.
Only here.
Yeah.
Once you get there, it goes back up the same on this side as the other side.
So
The left
basically,
is actually higher.
it's going to be like, yeah, so what you're saying is that we might have to portage back up the canyon and then get along if we get there.
That's what I'm worried about, yeah.
I still think that we don't just attempt to start portaging, that we get into
No, for sure. I'm time lapsing.
That's why I don't change my settings.
So that was a time warp. But anyway, absolutely beautiful freaking waterfall here. We're a little stressed because like we've made it nowhere, but you know, that's a real adventure. You don't know, like the people of like, you know, history would have never known. They didn't have any maps or GPSs or freaking compasses or anything.
Yeah, you know, what did the explorers do? What did the first native people that paddled this? They didn't have any of that. You know, didn't have any of this gear, and they just came out here dicks to the wind, and they managed to do it too. So, you know, if they can do it, we can do it. All right, let's head back and grab the gear. Axe sheath came off on the portage, and when I threw the bag off, it came down right on the back of my hand and just gashed it right open. Borderline going into shock. This is the worst cut I've ever had by far. Like it's gross, man. I immediately put my hand on it, immediately put pressure on it, or I would have lost a lot of blood. And I managed to stop the bleeding. Okay, Ted?
Yeah.
You did an amazing job. Sorry, Steve. And I just feel sad that you were just so panicked at that point, you know what I mean? That you were just like, oh shit, like But you still managed to
I
do
just
such...
didn't know how bad it was going to be bleeding.
Yeah, dude. Thank God I just immediately put pressure on it, eh? So I immediately put my hand on it, immediately put pressure on it, or I would have lost a lot of blood. And I managed to stop the bleeding, and I really didn't lose much blood, so that was amazing. But then I'm like, okay, let's take a look at it. And as soon as I pulled my hand off of it to make sure, I was like, the trip's over. Because I just saw those tendons sliced, and I just won't be able to lose my hand. Every time I accidentally try to move my finger a bit, it's like really excruciatingly painful. And, you know, it would basically, I'd potentially lose function of my fingers forever if I don't get that looked at. So I got to get out of here and get medical attention like immediately. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing right now. We're going to just start walking right now. And I don't know if we're going to make it out of here tonight. I'm feeling better. I'm not in the shock anymore. This could start bleeding if I fall. If the cut opens up, it could start gushing blood a lot. So I'm going to be, you know, really baby it.
If you move it.
Yeah, even if I move it, it could open the cut. It could move the bandages. But we have, you know, butterfly sutures on there pinching it really tightly right now. So yeah, with any luck, we'll be out of here, and I can get to a hospital ASAP. You know, we're leaving, you know, a ton of our stuff. We're caching it in the bush here. I'm just bringing my expensive camera gear and sleeping bags, clothes, survival gear, and that's it. So yeah, and we're just gonna start walking. We didn't even know if I could walk today, but now I'm feeling much better. And like, how is there still blood on the axe? Like the blood must have sprayed out, you know? Crazy, man. That's like, this is the worst cut I've ever had in my life.
We're gonna walk back basically where we came from. Luckily we bought an inReach satellite texting device. Not as good as a satellite phone in the sense that it takes time.
We'd have to walk all the way back to freaking the highway.
Wow.
Right? If we didn't have this, we'd have to like walk and like hitchhike.
This isn't in a critical emergency. We can get out. If this was like the pioneer days, we would just, I guess, keep moving forward in some respect and take care of it and hope we didn't die and just move slower. But you know, we might have to hack his arm off if it got infected, right? So we should get medical attention. It's not worth pressing on miserably with that just to like finish the trip and maybe lose function of his hand. So we're scheduling a pickup. Jim's doing that. I'm just sorting 4 days worth of food. We don't think it's going to take us 4 days, but we're just bringing some for precaution. It's starting to rain. Jim says his hand is killing. It looks like the bleeding has stopped pretty damn good, which is really pleasing to me, because like I've kind of been sort of looking at his hand now and then thinking like it's going to start soaking through and we're going to have to change the, you know, get more first aid shit, but it's good it's holding up. And we're just gonna, yeah, leave our stuff here. We have to leave our canoes here, you know, take, you know, some of our, you know, our clothes and the tent, and we'll come back when we're healthy and pick that stuff up. We'll just hike in through the woods. So I'm gonna mark where this is on the GPS so we can come back and find this stuff. Anyway, starting to get there. It is a little later in the day.
Oh, I can't even move my hand. I just, when you're trying to put my belt on, I'm just trying to like help, and I just force a habit.
I had to put Jim's belt on because he can't do that. Apparently right now he's planning on carrying a pretty heavy bag.
Alright, could you do this up for me? Victoria said he would be there tonight. Evan's on his way. Son of a bitch. That's going to cost us $400 now.
Well, maybe he will. Maybe we'll get there tonight. Strong. He hasn't
Maybe
left yet.
Yeah, he's gone. He's on his way. It's going to cost us an extra $200, dude.
Somehow my wires got crossed in my satellite text messaging, and it looks like my shuttle driver's been sent out to meet us today. We didn't think we'd get there till tomorrow, which means we gotta walk out 8K in one afternoon and evening, which is crazy. No way to contact the guy because he's out of reception and he doesn't have a sat texting device. So we've got our work cut out for us.
Ted's just caching the boats. I can't really help with that. We're making decent time, but I don't think we're going to be able to make it out today because it's already quite late.
So you remember where they are? Should I mark them?
If you want. I don't think we're going to forget.
Yeah, it's about 7 o'clock. We've got this intense bushwhacking just through what you see here, like absolutely no road or no trail or anything. To get back to the road where we're trying to arrange a pickup. It got screwed up in communication. Gonna be rushed again, thinking we need to get there before dark. Anyway, that's what's happening. Jim's trying to message. I'm glad he seems to be doing better and feeling better, because Jesus.
Yeah, I'm even angry that we've messed somehow cross wires, and I messaged Tori and Naturally Superior and now the driver, so they already left. So it's like, oh man, and the guy doesn't have reception, so there might be a guy waiting there for us, or me and Ted just get drunk off rum in the woods 100 meters away.
We left our rum.
Oh yeah, we left the rum, yeah. Probably shouldn't be boozing with this. It's feeling a little better, but I did take pretty much the maximum amount of painkillers before I would die. And so, you know, it's feeling not so bad right now because of that. The East Puckasaw has got the better of me and old Ted. Tell you that right now. We're just walking. We're deciding that we're basically just following the river instead of walking out to a mining road. We're not even sure the mining road's there, but we could follow the mining road back and it'd be easier going. But we're thinking that because we'd have to literally cross a mountain, it's a bad idea. And that's what we'd have to do. There's literally a mountain here. It's quite large.
It's at the waterfall we camped at last night here. So we're making progress, but this bush is real thick. We got about 2 hours before it's totally dark. So anyway, I guess so.
Step across.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm having a real hard time with this. just breaking me. Dragging this crap through this absolutely thick as heck bush.
We'll take a break here and we can check the inReach. This is brutal, eh?
So brutal, man.
This is freaking exhausting, man.
Having a hard time.
Yeah, like, just if someone tells you how much a kilometer is or a mile is, it could mean 100 different things when it comes to walking through it. So many burls. Bush is so dense here in this stand of balsams that Ted's just like right there and we can't even see each other.
This is other creek.
I don't know.
I don't know, hold on. Let me check this road and dropped us off here.
But the road continued going then, there's nothing marked here?
The road continued going all the way up to White River.
Yeah, but this road continued going this way. He turned right off of the road he dropped us off on, he turned right and the main road kept going that way.
No.
Yeah.
No, it went up that way towards White River.
No. So listen, okay, look, the road we were on was like this. He's like, it's a right here and you went a right there and this road kept going.
No.
100%. 100%.
I don't think so.
So are you telling me that the road just turned into shit?
No, the road turns right and goes up to White River.
The Paint Lake Road turns right and goes up to White River.
Yeah, but it also branches left and goes down here and stops, and you said there's a mine down here.
It's
The
not what
road
happened
just
at all.
continued that way.
Yeah, the road.
There's forks to the left too. If I point the bottom of the phone, it goes that way.
Most people would have walked right by that. So me and Ted just actually picked up what looks like a foot trail, and we're guessing it leads in from the mining road. So this is awesome. We found a trail, Ted. Just seeing blazes on these trees.
This trail we just picked up, it's a bit of a miracle, I'm not gonna lie. It's like a slash, freaking amazing, and it appears to actually be going the way we're going up to the road. And just walking along this is an absolute breeze in comparison.
The final steps to reach the road. We did it. We did it. It's a pretty major road. This goes into a mine. Now we gotta still walk about 3K to our pickup point. Ted emerging from the bush. We did it.
Oh, nice. Wow, dude. This is quite the road.
Yeah. Quite the road that sees no traffic, eh?
It's true, but there's Farewell Creek. Well, Jim just went up ahead, so we were basically there. We didn't need to carry things any further, and he's here waiting for us. So we're getting out of here. We're gonna get Jim to a hospital. Our knight in shining armor.
All the tendons showing.
all the tendons showing. And
All
then
the
you can
tendons.
just
It looks like, have you ever seen someone clean a sea cucumber?
No.
Well,
Oh, you should see. You can
there's
see
these
it
like
on
back straps.
Yeah.
And it looked like the back straps in a sea cucumber, the
Yeah.
part you eat.
Yeah.
So they were like just
Wait,
cut.
so you guys bushwhacked all the way out?
Oh, yeah.
No paddling back.
No, so we just passed all shit before.
Holy shit.
The tendons are cut, but I can't move my finger, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to get a